Hey friendos, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Matt. Well, it's a very melty puddle of your boy Matt. It is absolutely roasting over here in the UK. For those of you who aren't here and don't know, we are absolutely dying. So to get Storm and Iceman cooling me off would be very nice. However, it doesn't look like that's going to happen because, well, we all know what the summer update brings. So let's get into it. We'll dig into the patch notes and see if I could be pleasantly surprised, but I doubt it. And let's crack on. So yeah, as we all know, with the mid-month patch, it's usually a roll-in patch, and as is the case today. And oh yep, power cuts. Yes, we had power cuts yesterday all across the country. Apparently the BBC didn't think that was newsworthy. I thought it was, because like literally tens of thousands of homes just boom, no power, because apparently if it's anything above or below grey and drizzly, this country just falls to pieces. Yay! Speaking of falling to pieces, I know the community is going to Marvel Future Fight because yes, Storm's uniform is once again a token only uniform, which means, of course, spending real world money. So I'm not even going to bother looking at the skills or the skill changes because sadly Marvel Future Fight devs would rather have 50 people spending, I don't know, say $40 or $30, whatever it is in your country, to buy tokens for a uniform, than rather than say, I don't know, 1,000 people spending $5 getting a new Stark stash and buying it for crystals. Iceman's tier 3 looks cool. Again, sadly, his uniform is full price and not discounted, so I'm not really sure how much he's going to add. So let's move on to the tier 4. At least that's something that everyone can do with their Storm. The skill itself is just damage accumulation, so it'll have to be seen whether that will work with her current uniform or if it's only going to be for the whales and make her a pure play to win character. The artifacts we've seen gives her an extra 20% elemental damage, which is, yeah, kind of neither here nor there. Nothing very exciting. Iceman's is a little bit better, it's 30%. And as you can see, a lot of unhappy people. Some people, I think, like to say that they're happy with this, even if they're not going to buy it, just to be contrarian. But that's by the by. We all know how the internet is, and people like to pick sides, etc., etc. So yes, it's interesting. It's very interesting to see that once again, for the third year in a row, Marvel Future Fight have just ignored any calls to make this free to play. They're determined to make it pay to win. And it really worries me, the fact that they brought in the April Fools. We all know that they love doing a little event for Halloween, and I really fear that people's talk about Elsa Bloodstone, Black Knight, etc., the Marvel Knights kind of thing, has really talked it into existence, that the only ever way we'll get a uniform for Elsa will be a pay-to-win one, which is, again, going to annoy a lot of the community. But when you do it for these characters who aren't in the MCU and aren't going to get a free-to-play uniform, the only way that they're going to get better is through these pay-to-win ones. It really is upsetting, and I think that's what bothers people the most. It's not so much that it's pay-to-win. If you look here, like, the only way I'd need Storm is if I get onto a thing that needs her. Luckily Elsa I can carry at the moment on this lower stage, but when it gets to higher stages and I'm going to need all tier 3s to do damage, that's going to be an issue. So hopefully Storm can still do really good output at level 80 with her old uniform, the one that she has here at the moment. Potentially the next speed tier 4 is going to be either Black Widow or Luna, so I may just wait and just ignore Storm, because currently at the moment I have no need for her. In terms of Iceman, whilst he is actually still crystals, so he's only semi-payable, the fact is 2,500 is a lot for a blast male mutant when I do have others. I could easily spend the money I would spend on Iceman and his premium uniform on Emma Frost, her uniform when it's discounted, and still save myself some money so I could maybe some more of her bios or something like that. Iceman really needs to be meta with this uniform in order to be, in order to validate his costs, because at 2,500 you say, okay, he has to be better than, if we're talking Elemental Blast, he has to be better than Human Torch, because certainly he's probably the best Elemental Blast male. In terms of a mutant male, then obviously we've got Gambit, Transcended, and in terms of tier 3s, we've got Magneto, still good for ABX, but obviously the main Blast male mutant is Cable. So he's going to have to be pushing really, really high in order to be worthwhile. And honestly, I think that this is a massive skip. I'm going to be skipping both of these. I know that there will be content creators who can use the excuse or reason that they are buying the uniforms to bring you content. So you can always go to them and see how good the new ones are, but not here. Anyway.